Complete celibacy.
Complete celibacy?
Sissy sinner. Sunday school student. Christian. Complete celibacy. God help you.
I don't think any of these are real.
I think Christian is the way to go.
I think Christian is the way to go. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, by the way, if you're kind of freaked out as to why I can look up and down, jump, and crouch, it's because I'm playing in Zendronum. I prefer it.
You just spoke a different language.
Don't worry about it. Anybody who knows Doom knows this.
Wait, you're killing the animals?
No, I'm feeding them, and it makes them go sleepy by. That's the story of Super 3D Noah's Ark, dude. Ah, shit.
You have to subdue them.
Yeah, the animals got out. I know there were only 2 of each, but... Sinners made this game, so they don't know that. I was gonna say something about this. Oh yeah, so I loaded this game wrong when I first loaded it up. And I kept... what the hell happened to these guys? I don't remember hitting them.
Well, there's blood on the floor now.
Yeah, whatever. This is a... What is this?
It's
a shotgun. Oh, check that busted cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
Thank you.
That's what happened.
Does Noah have a picture of himself?
I guess. Hey man, he earned it. God loves him. Loved him. I don't know. What happened to Noah? Do you remember what happened to Noah?
No, nobody talks about what happens after the ark.
Yeah, huh. Not too much is covered after the ark. What, do they move on to Isaac? I don't remember much about the Bible anymore. Not the Old Testament, anyway.
I'm gonna Google it.
What happened to Noah?
Yeah. It's our Easter special, dude. We gotta fuck shit up here.
What the? He literally teleported in!
Bible lessons. What is this bloody ass goat?
What do you want? Man, anyway, I wanted to say that earlier I was having a really rough go of it trying to get this game working because I was I accidentally I put the files in the wrong folder, right? So I kept getting either Noah's weaponry and enemies, but normal Doom 2 or normal Doom 2 enemies in this map.
That's weird.
Yeah, it was really freaking weird. Oh, my health's really low.
Demon on the on the ark.
I didn't get far enough to see a Cacodemon, but it would have been amazing to see one.
Oh, here we go.
Okay, what happened?
After the flood,
Fudge!
the Bible says that Noah became a farmer, and he planted a vineyard. He drank wine made from this vineyard, and got drunk. He lay uncovered within his tent. Noah's son Ham, the father of Canaan, saw his father naked and told his brothers.
Canaan.
Which led to Ham's son Canaan being cursed by Noah. So he became a fucking drunk.
That's epic.
Awesome.
Also, real quick, so you start out in Doom with a pistol and a fist, right?
Yeah.
Here's the fist.
What is that?
It's seed. I'm scattering seed.
You need a rainbow super move.
Why?
Because it's a symbol of how gays are gonna flood the earth.
They're gonna flood the earth with just their bodies?
Good taste.
Good taste?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Such as?
Well, you know how on Queer Eye they have like massive style?
No.
Okay.
Because I don't sin.
You don't sin?
No.
Really?
No.
Tell that to my dick.
I don't know what that even means. Ugh, can't jump that rail.
Did you die on Noah's Ark?
This is actually really hard. It's really hard because it's not well designed. Yeah, that's the kind of thing I'm talking about. He teleports in. No fanfare.
There's no lions or what?
No, because that would be too scary.
Why is Noah's fucking HUD so tiny?
It's because of my settings.
Ew.
You don't really need it. Just don't die, don't get a hit, don't worry about your ammo. You're gonna shoot guns anyway.
What are the goats throwing at you?
They're spitting.
Oh. What's that Mario block?
What Mario block?
That question mark block on the other side of this?
Hold on.
No, other side.
Other.
Go to the curtains.
Okay.
Turn to the right. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay.
There.
Where?
The question mark.
I don't. Oh. I don't know what's through that door. That's what it is. Oh shit! Which of Noah's ancestors never died? Who never died? Enoch.
I was gonna say Enoch.
Yes.
Oh, we did it. What did we do?
Room full of goodies.
Cool. What happens if we were wrong?
Probably get teleported to a room with enemies. I heard a goat. By the way, did you happen to check the upper screen to see what I picked up?
No.
Oh shit.
Why?
Because I'm curious just to know if this is the Megasphere or like Berserk. This wouldn't be the Megasphere actually.
I don't know what you're saying.
It's Doom, dude. How do you not know Doom? I thought you liked Doom.
I like Doom, but I can't play it, so I don't.
Shit.
You need the red key. You need the red
Shit.
key.
Don't freaking make
I'm
fun of
gonna
me.
mock you. I also love that Noah has, chandeliers and shit.
Yeah, this is a very ornately designed kind of area. Oh wait, that was where I came from. Shit, this is kind of.
Do you go back into the question mark?
No, I could go full. Man,
You're telling me they're not dying, but there's blood everywhere.
they're not dying. It's a raspberry. The raspberry hits him in the
Fuck you,
head.
it's a raspberry.
It's a freaking raspberry. What else could it be? I just headshot that goat with a raspberry and he fell over. What does that mean? Oh shit! Ah, I should have known better. I really should have known better.
What the fuck? So, lions.
Yeah. What about lions?
You ever see that drawing that's two male
It's two
lions?
dudes, yeah. That I fully understand what that was. It was just kind of like I wasn't really thinking, right? But I do think that it's funny that it's just like because there's a lot of pushback against religion and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then it's like, oh, this just proves that you're idiots, and it's like, all right.
There's other things to prove that they're idiots.
There's other things to prove that they're idiots. Dude, I freaking love the Westboro Baptist Church.
Shut the fuck.
They're the freaking. They're a freaking bottomless well of pure comedy.
Alright, in that regard, I get it.
They're like they say a lot of awful things, but if you don't take them seriously and there's no reason to, they can't really hurt anybody.
Okay, but they do.
How?
Their goal is to hurt people.
How?
They spend their money to hurt people.
How?
And to spread bad messages.
They spread bad messages, but only to stupid people who would have believed the worst thing anyway.
I'm not.
If anybody's gonna frickin' follow the Westboro Baptist Church, they would have followed frickin' anything.
Well, you could say that about Nazis, alright? But
I mean, kind of. Like,
if the world was ideal, it'd be ideal, but it's not. We have dumbasses, and that's the problem.
well, I'm not talking about ideals. I'm talking about, like, how, like... what was I saying again? I forgot.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah, I'm talking about, how, like, okay, fine, let's use the example of Nazis, right?
Uh-huh.
So, the only reason that Hitler was able to actually take over and radicalize the entirety of Germany so easily was because they were coming off of a really rough defeat at the end of World War I, right? So he was able to come through and then and say some crazy shit, and people were like, hey, maybe this guy isn't crazy, because they were just staring down some of the worst losses they'd ever faced. Otherwise,
The only reason.
I think that's one of the bigger reasons. I mean, there's imperialism and, like, the whole thing about, like, being on top for so long and then just eating shit so quickly after. It's like what happened to Japan.
I'm bored with this conversation.
Oh, okay.
Let's talk about animals.
What of all the creatures that exist on a farm,
On a farm.
specifically farm animals, which is your favorite?
That's really hard because they're all pretty cool.
They are,
Because you've got chickens.
which you eat,
You've
On the
got
legs.
you've got cows.
which I love.
They're soft.
They're freaking idiots.
You pet them and they go moo.
Okay, I'm gonna pay attention this time. The cross. It's the cross.
What does the cross do?
I'm gonna find out. I gotta look up in the... Whoa, wait a
A
minute!
plasma gun?
Is that is this like a dowsing rod? Amplification visor, so this is just night vision.
Oh.
Never use this shit. Oh, what?
Ah, the plasma gun.
Oh, if I'd have known I had this, I would have freaking destroyed this room. They are cute. You didn't answer the question, though. Farm animals.
Oh, well then there's pigs, right? They're really smart and they go oink oink.
Pigs are freaking awesome, by the way. Want to walk my pig.
Sheep are cute. Goats are cute.
Okay.
There's ducks.
Ducks?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I guess I've seen ducks on farms, like, when I was a kid in like, books, right?
Mm-hmm.
Farmers don't raise ducks.
They just show up.
Yeah, they just kind of live
Yeah.
on farms.
Who else? Horses are cool.
Horses are farm animals.
Donkeys are... I guess they don't... I don't like them.
Thank you for the list of animals that are cool.
Yeah. So, the best one, probably the dog. The farm dog.
Winona.
Mm-hmm. They work really hard.
I
was gonna say Applejack's a farm dog.
Thank you. Frickin'... okay, here's something else. Here's something that's always irritated me since we're talking about animals.
Mm-hmm.
How is it that the lion is the king of the jungle when it doesn't live in the frickin' jungle?
No, yeah, bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
It lives in the savannah.
It does. And the savannah is not a jungle.
It's a big dirt.
Big, big dirt. I think tigers are cooler anyway.
Tigers are scarier. What's my
Um,
health like? Oh, shit.
You ever watch giant cats, do things that, like, house cats do?
Yeah, I just, for shits and gigs, I put on a video of a cheetah, I think. Cheetah, leopard. Is there a difference? The spotted one meowing because apparently they can't roar, but they can meow.
Careful, you only have 8%.
Shit. Ah, I got caught on the frickin' wall. And then he died. Oh, they're infighting. Oh, they frickin' infight.
Damn it!
Oh, that's awesome. Alright, I might get it right this time.
Okay, what were you saying?
One of the spotted big cats can't growl or roar. It meows.
I think it's like an ocelot or something.
It's not that. I know it's an African cat.
It's probably a cheetah then.
Frickin'...
Cheetahs go...
Yeah, like straight... It sounded like Titan.
Yeah, I know.
It sounded just like a deeper Titan. Like a post-puberty Titan.
Put him on the screen!
Alright, here's a meowing, big cat. That guy.
I have a perfect picture.
Okay, well, I was just gonna put a video.
Oh.
Were you just gonna put Titan?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, okay, hold on. Here's another... Oh man, I'm gonna piss myself off with this edit. here's another big cat, again, meowing. And here's Titan.
Are you done talking to me? Perfect.
Yeah, you can hear it. You can hear what I'm talking about. It sounds weird.
I was in the bathroom the other day getting ready for work, and he came in to take a shit or something.
Cool.
And he'd been normal all morning, just meow, 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 meow. And then all of a sudden he goes, Mo!
Yeah. I was trying to sleep. I think I had just come off of work, or like I was like editing all night or something.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing that, and I thought, is that a freaking baby?
He scared the fuck out of me. And I was like, what's wrong with you? And he just stared at me. And then when he was done in the litter box, he came up, I was like...
He's never done it again. He's never done it again since.
Well, I associate that deep-ass meow with him having to throw up, so I was like, what?
Or getting stuck under something.
Yeah, like
That
being
was really
pissed
funny.
off. He's a silly cat.
Oh,
Golden!
God. What is this even?
A
Oh,
golden
it's probably
cat.
a chain gunner.
Oh.
Because these are all all
They're all
like
themed.
skins. Yeah.
Themed.
Shit. I forgot about this area. Damn it, I was supposed to be good at this part.
So, what's your favorite Bible story?
Oh, that's a tough one. A lot of the Bible stories that I wasn't taught, like the Catholic ones, are just like the Christianity spin-offs.
Mm-hmm.
They had some freaking cool ass shit in them. Like Jacob's Ladder is like it's not a Christian story. It's like Catholic or something.
Oh. Ignore that shit.
So yeah, naturally we can just, you know, ignore it and get into heaven. But if I were to pick of all my favorite, I always like the parables. In fact, it's why I speak in metaphors to this day. I can't really pick one right now. You know what? The one that has consistently lived in my memory is the story of... God, I don't remember his name. I only remember the Ballad of Little Joe, the VeggieTales version.
I didn't grow up in the church, so I have no idea.
I was hoping you'd be able to help me, but it was I think his name was just Joseph, but he was like the youngest son of a farmer.
Okay.
All of his other brothers were jealous because of how much his father loved him. So they freaking just they sold him into slavery one day.
Yeah, I remember that.
And he gets bought by the pharaoh, or a pharaoh.
Yeah, like a cool guy, like a big rich man.
Maybe a vassal or something, I don't know. He gets bought by some kind of royalty, right? And he just freaking kicks so much ass that the guy's like, alright, hey, look, you're a slave and all, but you're cool. So I'm gonna let you keep track of like all of our food and stuff.
My finances. Are you gonna do my taxes?
I don't remember if before. Hold on, let me access my memories real quick. I didn't mean to back into the open door full of shotgunners. Yeah, okay. So before that, actually, he does like a dream reading of the pharaoh, and he's like, "Hey, man, I keep having this about like 7 thin cows and 7 fat cows, and the 7 thin cows eat the fat cows." Mm-hmm. He's like, "Oh, that means there's gonna be a 7-year famine, so you got to start preparing." And so because of that, that's why he lets him in charge of the silos and stuff.
Yeah, because he's like, wow, you know your shit.
Wow, you're really smart, dude. That was a hell of a story you told.
You're at 16 health.
There is not that I can do. But get good.
Alright. Well, get fucking good then.
I'm trying. It's hard.
13 health.
It's because they're all like hit scanners and they're all in these tight areas. Anyway, he does all this shit, right? Mm-hmm. And then the brothers come by because the farm went to shit.
1 health.
Let's just F2 this. God.
Challenge mode.
Oh, God. All right. Is that F3? Yes.
Oh, God.
The brothers come through and they're like, "Hey, freaking
so they
ass."
just pop in.
And they're like, "Hey, don't we know you?" And he's like, "No. Who are you guys?" And they're like, "Oh, I guess we didn't know." Oh no, they threw him down a well. That's what they did.
Yeah, they were like, "Hey, we know you. Fuck you."
They were gonna kill him, but then a slave dude came by and he's like, "Hey, I'll save you, but you gotta be a slave."
Look at that dancing ass bitch.
Dancing ass goat. Anyway, so they do all that, right? He ends up basically freaking just messing with them, and he's like, "Yeah, I don't know you guys. Hey, I think these guys are trying to steal grain."
He memes on him a little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, God says lying is bad except when it's memeing.
Except when you're dunking on somebody who isn't his favorite.
Today on Aesop's Fables, we're here out pranking our brothers in Christ.
Aesop?
I don't fucking know. That sounded right.
Did I ever tell you about Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego?
Is that a band?
No, but it does sound like one in retrospect. It's the bunny. The bunny.
Oh God.
Oh, I love the bunny.
I fucking hate VeggieTales.
I freaking love VeggieTales. This shit was popping back in the first.
They're scary. Look at these pickle men.
Fuck. Ugh. You know, I do have like a crippling automatonophobia, and I'm very much afraid of like early '90s CG, or like mid to late, whatever, just early CG, right? There's this video that I refuse to watch that keeps getting recommended to me that's just called "Early '90s CG was horrifying," and I really want to see it. I want to know what's what, but I don't want to click on it. I did it.
Get the apple.
I guess that's just a decoration apple.
Well, fuck you.
Shit! I heard a goat.
I'm scared.
Me too.
The telltale
Wait,
goat.
Alright, hold on a minute. Oh!
Somebody got
To
mad.
51.
Yeah. God, Jesus.
Ah, I should have changed it, yeah. What was it saying again? Oh, yeah, so they end up, like... I think it was Nebuchadnezzar, which is one of my favorite names ever. Was like, hey, you guys gotta worship this frickin' idol. And they were like, nah.
No, no thanks.
No.
No.
And so they didn't, right? Mm-hmm. And so he's like, okay, well, you don't want to worship the idol, you go in the furnace.
Furnace?
In the furnace. And then he puts them in the furnace, right? And when they look inside to just kind of, jerk off to squelch the flames,
yeah.
They see 4 dudes instead of 3. And they're like, hey, what the hell? How many dudes did we put in there?
What the hell?
And then when they open it up to let the guy out, he's like, oh shit, did I just piss off God? And they were like, nah. And then he changed his ways.
What's the silliest shit God's ever done? To your memory.
Probably... I can't say with certainty that he did this, but I believe he banished his chosen people because Moses didn't want to hit a rock.
Yeah.
So
you don't bonk, you get 30 years in the desert.
40.
Fucking. Ugh. It's like, yeah, that's what you just have to believe. Like,
So-
I'm sorry, if somebody tells me to bonk a rock for bread, I'm gonna be like, really?
It was for water.
Doesn't matter, it's still stupid.
It was something along those lines where it was like, bruh, for real though? Did it really have to go down like that?
I remember watching the Ten Commandments movie almost every year. The old one. And
I do.
they got to that part, and it was like... they end it
Okay.
making it sound like it's so magical and beautiful and wonderful, and it's like, no. Fuck you.
They learned faith, dude. What do you mean?
40 years is excessive.
That was like a whole... He was just like, fine, this whole generation's paying for it then. I did it.
Old Testament God was an asshole.
Old Testament God is funny. Killed every enemy on the map, dude. Whoa, 30-second par.
Jesus.
Oh wait, no, that's because it's using entryway.
Okay.
Okay.
Entering underhalls?
I hope a bear shows up. I saw a bear.
What does that say? Norm? Oh, Noah.
Noah, yeah, he's a freaking egotist.
Where's his family?
Hey, nobody ever talks about that, but like the world was rebuilt from incest like twice.
Twice.
Yeah, because there was Adam and Eve,
Yeah.
and then there was Noah and his family.
I think I tried to put up a question like that on a Wednesday service.
When we were going to church.
Yeah, and...
And it just mysteriously never got answered.
Yeah. Or
I-
he did answer it, and he was basically like, yeah, so you see, things like that don't matter.
And then there was that time, that Bible story. You want to know some crazy-ass Bible stories? How about we talk about Lot and his daughters?
I was gonna say, Jesus, please.
So, this dude named Lot never married his daughters out to anybody. And you didn't really get to, be as a girl back then.
Yeah, you served, like, one purpose.
If you weren't somebody's wife, you weren't bullshit. So,
You were a burden.
if you were even that... you were a punching bag. It was awful. It was probably sucked to be a chick up until like last year.
Hello?
But that does not look like an ostrich. That thing's terrifying. Freaking, so Lot didn't marry his daughters. A bunch of shit happens. I don't remember exactly what. I think they lived in Sodom and Gomorrah, one of them, and they escape. They basically just escape a destroyed city, right?
Yeah.
So then they go to a cave.
And they get drunk as fuck.
No, the daughters get him drunk.
That's what it was.
And then they do sex to their father.
For some reason.
Because they weren't married. They couldn't have children. They didn't have sons. And what use is a woman in this world if she doesn't have a freaking son?
Thanks, Dad.
So anyway, he porks his daughters. They get pregnant, and a named Bible character comes from that.
Shit was gross.
She was freaking wild back then, man. Call them the good old days. Something's wrong with you.
You know who was cool in the Bible?
That was cool.
Ruth.
Ruth.
I forget what she did, but I remember her being a G.
She was a freaking chick,
I know.
right? So
The only one that wasn't demonized.
already playing on hard mode, and she's coming through like, okay, what does God have to say about what you're doing, King Guy? And he says like,
Doesn't she become his wife or something?
no, but I think she does become like a vassal or something. So I think she gets some land. I don't actually remember what happens to her, but I know she becomes important.
She does cool shit.
She does some cool shit. Unshakable faith, as the story was told.
Not like David, God's right-hand man.
Not like David, God's chosen.
Fucking going after Bathsheba's boobies.
Not only that, but he was like, oh man, I want to bang Bathsheba.
I'm gonna go
Hey,
kill his husband.
can you send frickin' Uriah to the front lines so that he can die in war and then she can be single? After I already porked the bitch?
Yeah. Just need to cover my bases.
Just need to make sure that it's alright in the eyes of God.
But you know, he's the chosen one.
Hey man. If you...
Nobody's perfect except David.
You know, I bet she was like the only person in that city who wasn't like an incest baby.
Probably the only one who washed her snatch.
Probably the only one. He did see her bathing.
Yeah.
So that was probably what drew him to
I
her.
was like, oh man, all these other bitches are stinky.
They can do that?
You know what makes me happy though is
What?
that David was totally like bisexual.
They all were. They greeted each other with kisses. And
Yeah,
then,
but he fucking loved Jonathan like he would a woman.
yeah, they did. Yeah, they did that. Yes, that is true. Also, this is the super shotgun.
David and Goliath was kind of epic.
That's the same David.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. So maybe people don't know
Also kind of epic? No. Freaking awesome.
that. Aside from killing somebody's husband so he could pork him, but...
Well, I mean, when he was younger, he was cool.
Yeah.
I think he goes. Was it David that went to the lions then? And the lions just were freaking laying around him and chilling?
No, I think that's... I was gonna say... No, what the fuck?
I
I
swear.
don't think it was David, because somebody threw their kid into the pit, and then the lions didn't do nothing. And it was supposed to be like a test from God.
No, I think you might be thinking of Moses and his son. I never remember his son's name.
No, it's not Moses.
But God was like, hey, I need you to go make a sacrifice. This is Old Testament. I need you to go make a sacrifice. I'm gonna provide the ram, so don't bring one. And Moses was like, okay. And then he gets like halfway up there to the top of the mountain. And God's like, okay, listen, here's what I'm gonna need from you. I need you to strap your son down. Sacrifice your son.
No, there was one... It wasn't... It was like Arthur or some shit? I don't fucking remember. Somebody, he was like, hey, take your son to the pit. And he's like, fuck, you. Okay.
What am I getting ready for? It keeps saying getting ready.
I
I want it. Okay.
don't remember, but there was somebody and it wasn't Moses.
Aaron. I think it was Aaron.
Aaron, yeah, he totally tells Aaron, throw your son in the lion pit.
No.
Ooh.
Not that one. What I was talking about with Moses. I think his son's name was Aaron.
I'm gonna Google it.
Yeah.
I don't care about Moses' sons, but...
Yeah, go ahead. I do think it was Daniel in the lion's den, though. Oh, shit! There's a giraffe! What was I talking about again? Oh yeah, but I want to finish telling that story. Something that I never understood was that, like, they don't give any perspective as to what, Aaron thought about being sacrificed. Like, they just don't mention it. They don't mention at all what he thought of this. So, in my head, he was always like, okay, father, go ahead and kill me. But in reality, it was probably more like, no, what?
Yeah, they don't write it, they read it very like, and then he told him to go into the pit, and then he did.
And his unshakable faith.
Yeah, and they don't talk about, you know, the resistance of your fucking firstborn.
Man, there's that I think it was Samson. There was that really dumb story of Samson when he killed 1,000 dudes with nothing but the jawbone of a donkey.
Yeah, I remember that.
That was freaking whack.
Didn't he become a general and then he sucked at it?
No, wait, yes?
Fucking neighbors.
No, not a general, but he was like freakishly strong.
Mm-hmm.
And so what they did was they were like, yeah, so we like your style. You can fight alongside us and stuff in the big wars. just like, you know, he was from Nazareth, so he couldn't cut his hair.
He was basically Guts.
He was kind of gutsy. But the whole thing about, like, being from Nazareth was that, you know, you don't cut your hair. It's something that you do. And that was the source of his power, as we know now. But nobody knew that until, what was the chick's name? I was going to say Lilith. Her name is frickin' Lilith. It was like Shirakath or some shit like that.
Some bitch.
I don't remember her name. What was her name?
I don't know. They had really complicated names.
They had really cool names. What the hell was her name? Delilah. Samson and Delilah.
Delilah.
Hey there, Delilah. Don't cut my hair off of my head. God's gonna hate me if you do it.
Even though it's not my fucking fault.
That I got horny. It is his fault, though. It's totally his fault. What more do you need when you're freakishly strong, dude?
The hymns were cool when I heard them the first time, but after like 50 times.
Do you guys know another song? The pastor's son, God save him, because
Did you do that like twice, 3 times a day?
he had to sing the same, like, 7 songs every day, multiple times a day, for his whole life. And nothing else. He never did anything else. He had, like, Beatles posters in his room, in his office.
Office, yeah.
And money that he had to frickin' convince his father that it wasn't satanic.
That poor fucking guy, dude.
God bless him. Like, he was a frickin' idiot, but
Well, I don't think that was his fault.
yeah, he was kind of raised to be, well, like me.
If your dad had any class, that's what you would have been.
Class. Strange choice of word.
Whatever.
Oh, this room sucks a little bit. Oh, this might be a bad room. We gotta do that room again.
Do the plasma gun when you get in there.
I don't have enough for the plasma gun. Oh, they can't hit me here.
Haha.
Ah, but they can hit me from there. Super Shotgun's so freaking awesome.
I remember I would get used to the way the pastor's son would do the songs.
Yeah.
And
So then when they have a guest,
substitute.
they would have a guest of any kind. They would just be like, "You're not as good."
Yeah.
It was like Rodimus Prime replacing frickin' Optimus at the end of the frickin' first Transformers movie. I will say that is there like a Christian song that like still slaps for you? Because some of that shit ain't half bad.
No, every time I like Christian rock slips onto my fucking Spotify for some reason, I get really irritated. Because I'm like, alright. Like, I'll listen to it for a second, and I'm like, why does this sound dumb? And then I hear a lyric, and I'm like, oh.
There are 2 songs that I don't mind. Like, I don't go out of my way to listen to this shit. I never really did. That freaking radio station only ever played like two like different like
Types.
sets of music. One of them is by a band called Abandon, and it's the story of Jesus. I don't remember what it's called. But it was a really emotional song, and I remember it being like, because I was in there when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
So I remember being, why did that door open? Unleashed a bunch of enemies that didn't even freaking go in there.
Fuck you, that's why.
Okay. Where am I taking damage from?
You don't like Christian rock?
Oh, whatever. I got On High. Yeah, oh shit, I really should have considered that. Anyway, that song was really emotional for me. My father cried at Amazing Grace, which, okay.
Shut up.
Okay. Another thing. There's this like rap song that's not terrible. I mean, it is terrible because it's like brainwashy, but it sounds like really cool. It sounds kind of not Nas. So was I about to freaking say Logic? I don't know. It sounds like not completely shit.
Like NF?
No.
Okay, well,
I don't think I'm gonna be able to find a surrogate.
Okay.
But I just know it's not shit. I don't remember what it's called, and I don't remember how it goes. I remember it not being terrible, so maybe I'm actually wrong. And I'm gonna like find it in edit it. I'm gonna find it in editing. I'm gonna find it in editing, and then it's gonna be like complete bullshit. I'm gonna be like, oh, maybe we'll just take that whole section out. You know what I mean?
Yamin. Yamu.
I said that a lot.
I know.
I freaking love that shit. That was. Did you ever watch Scary Movie 2? No, I think it was 1.
I know I've seen one, but I don't remember it.
Who's that guy who goes, "Run, bitch, run"?
I don't know.
That guy. He's the one who teaches. Was it Anna Faris? Who's the main chick?
I don't fucking know.
I'm gonna say it's Anna Faris, because I don't know who that is.
Like, I saw that movie when it came out, bro.
Yeah, whatever. He's the one who teaches her to, like, he's like, stop being so white or whatever. And he's like, yeah, boy, ya mean? And like, shit like that. And she does it, right? And he's like, yeah. And then he freaking knocks her out. And he's like, bitch, don't be talking like that. And that cracked me up.
What's the worst religious movie that your dad made you sit down and watch?
Oh my god. I can't freaking pick, dude.
Because I've been wanting to watch Left Behind.
No, it's terrible. Like, Nicolas Cage is in it, and they were pushing that. They were like, Nicolas Cage is gonna be in the Left Behind reboot. It was like freaking. First off, I didn't know there was a way to reboot Left Behind. There's no freaking canonicity to this shit. Second, who gives a shit? He doesn't even do anything in the movie. Like, he prays at the end. He has like no dialogue. There's nothing for him to do in that part.
I liked Matt and Ryan's like talk about God's Not Dead.
I want to see God's Not Dead too. Because how are you gonna make a sequel? Did I ever tell you about the ending of God's Not Dead?
Please.
Okay, so check this out. This whole movie, it's like, it's just religious propaganda, right? And it's the dumbest bullshit. It's like this freaking teacher, this college professor, he does some shit that could get him freaking fired. Where he's like, yeah, we could skip this whole section on religion if we just all write down that God is dead. I was like, freaking, you can't do that. Hold on, there's a Bible question. Which of Noah's descendants did he curse?
Canaan. I just read that.
Was it Canaan? I thought it was Shem. Alright, let's see Canaan. What do you got, Canaan? Oh.
Ew.
A lot of armor, though. Alright, so God's not dead, right? The whole movie's about the dude being a freaking dick, and the one kid is the guy who won't. He's the protagonist. He's like, no, I'm not gonna denounce God.
Fucking atheist.
Yeah, and so the guy's like, okay, because this one guy doesn't want to denounce God, now we have to do this entire section, and everybody's like, oh, now we have to do school. It was like, freaking, you guys are paying for this course. What are you gonna do? Get out of here 4 months early? But anyway, oh, check it out. This is the chainsaw. Well, let me just pull out my.
What's that? What's the Kratos?
Invisibility, and that's the supercharge.
Wow.
That's the whole movie. That's the whole premise, right? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna F2 this real quick and save.
God, Jesus.
Sorry. Oh God, what did I just say? I forgot.
God's Not Dead too. God's Not Dead premise. Yeah.
So that is the entire movie. He's and you end up finding out that the reason that he denounces God so hard and stuff is he lost his wife. Mm-hmm. She died in a car accident.
Yep.
So he's like, God's bullshit. Why didn't he save my freaking wife?
She was special.
She was just driving a car and then she died. You find out like he used to be religious. Mm-hmm. The big confrontation of the movie is this college guy working up to a debate against the professor, and the 1-2 that wins the day is the kid gets angry and he's like, "Do you hate God, Professor?" And he says, "Yes!" And then he leans into him and he says, "How can you hate somebody if they don't exist?" And that sterling logic wins the day.
Man, That would make Benny pretty proud.
Make him really proud.
Really proud.
Now, I want to talk about the ending, because the ending is the most tone-deaf and terrifying thing in the world if you are not religious and don't believe.
This bullshit.
This whole movie, there's this like African ambassador dude who just has nothing to do with the plot, who exists in this movie for a reason, and he's Christian, and he's got a driver who isn't, and he's not putting any pressure on this driver to be Christian at all. He's being a frickin' bro about this. He's the coolest character in the whole movie, to my memory. Now, what is neat about this is this guy is like barely in the movie, so they don't have time to ruin his character. At the end of the movie, after this kid frickin' pwns him, he goes to a frickin', I think he goes to a Steven Crowder concert. Which, by the way, Steven Crowder used to have a band. I don't know if it's still together, if he just kind of does it on the weekends, whatever. Called the Steven Crowder Band, which that should tell you a lot about why this man does what he does. The beauty of this is he goes to this, and the song is called "God's Not Dead." So the movie was more or less made because somebody was inspired by the lyrics of the song.
He's a political commentator.
Because he's living on the inside, roaring like a lion. You don't know about Steven Crowder.
No.
Steven Crowder's he's like a really shit political commentator.
He looks like a fucking thumb. Anyway, go on.
He's really freaking stupid, and he peddles bullshit for people who are dumb enough to buy it. It's really freaking annoying.
Oh, like Alex Jones and his
he's
pills?
He's a charismatic Alex Jones, yes.
Yeah. Go on about the ending to this movie.
So, protagonist goes to a Steven Crowder, I think, concert where they're singing "God's Not Dead," and he's like jumping and she's cheering and stuff. And there's this chick who's she's like a C plot. I think she has like 5 seconds of camera time in this entire movie.
That's enough.
But she's there too, I guess, to inspire something of like a love interest in your head. So the guy, he's drinking at home, right? The professor?
Yeah.
He gets really freaking sad and he's like, I need to talk to this student. And so he starts like running through the streets and he's he knows he's at the concert. I don't know how, but he's heading to the concert.
He can sense it.
He
God's leading him to the concert.
He might have been invited. But he goes to the concert, right? On his way there, he steps out in the road and he gets hit by a freaking car. That's not all. It gets weirder. So after he gets hit by this freaking car, the ambassador dude gets out of his car and he's like, call 911. And then so the driver guy starts calling 911, right? But he's like, I don't think I'm gonna make it. And he starts dying, right? And so the guy, instead of reassuring him, goes, do you accept Jesus as your Lord and Savior? Do you accept Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior?
Yeah, okay.
And the professor says yes.
That's fucked up.
And then he dies.
That's fucked up.
And the ambassador guy smiles. And the driver guy looks at him like, dude. And then they go back to all the while God's Not Dead is playing. The song is playing.
And did they like cut back to the guy jumping around having a good
They
time?
cut back to everybody partying.
Fuck that guy.
No, it's a celebration. He made it to heaven.
No, shut the fuck up.
He did. He made it. He accepted Jesus Christ as his one only truly Lord and Savior.
That's what always got me, was like, okay, so then I can spend my whole life fucking around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Just as long. I mean, hey, you know what? They do cover that though. There's a in scripture. There's this freaking line that I've always loved. What was it? What is it? For it is easier than. For it is easier for a camel to fit through the eye of a needle than for a rich man to inherit the kingdom of heaven. The less you have, the better off you are, right? In God. So everything you give up on earth is something that is riches you stack up in heaven, right?
So then we're all gonna be unequal in heaven.
Yeah. But humility is the word of the day, so you won't feel too bad about it, I guess. Let me just save again, because this game's hard. All that, right? Freaking, what I always thought was wonderful about that is it's like, so, we grew up with bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Like, we didn't even have food sometimes. Oh, I gotta go through this door now. I remember hearing that and being like, am I gonna have a ton of food in heaven? Why should I not kill myself?
Well, even if you try to kill yourself, as long as when your brains are on the floor, if you have a single
If your last thought is of God,
Yeah.
is of Jesus.
Yeah, that's what your dad told me.
God
He
the
said,
Jesus.
Wow, that doesn't make me feel any better.
Yeah. I also want to point something out about that was that they somebody, God rest him, it just became too much for him. A guy in the church, and he did kill himself.
Yeah.
And he was a very active. He was an usher. Like he was a dude who was there every freaking day. He was doing it, man.
Yeah.
And he just couldn't hang. Like it just became too much for him. Like his wife died of freaking like pancreatic cancer or some shit like that. It was like no, it was colon cancer. She died of colon cancer, and that's like
That's hard to watch.
not only do you, but you have to watch it. It's like the worst kind of cancer to die from. And it just became too much for him, the poor dude. So he ended up taking his own life, and after that happened, the doctrine on suicide changed at 180'd.
Oh, really?
It went from like, yeah, you go to hell, it's murder bad, to, well, should one crumble under the weight of the world, the Lord will welcome you with open arms. However, you shouldn't kill yourself because God says not to.
I remember when gay marriage was legal.
When gay marriage was legalized, my pastor was furious.
He was very pissed. But the message that I was like, oh, this is
Boom.
fine, was, well, we don't hate them, we just have to save them.
By hating them.
Basically. By telling them that everything they do is wrong.
Hey, I don't hate you. I just hate everything you stand for, everything you are, everything you know.
Anything that makes you happy.
Things that make you happy, things that make you feel comfortable in life.
Yeah.
So why don't you do what makes me comfortable?
Come to Jesus.
Come
Yeah,
to Jesus. He doesn't like you, but come to him.
We have a donut shop.
That's totally not the message, too. The message was never, God doesn't like you, but come to him. It was, you can. You can, come on.
Fuck that church.
I really haven't found a good one.
Well, I know you're more
Balls!
experienced. I remember, though, here's the other side of it that gets really fucking annoying.
Yeah?
Is when I had to argue with my parents to go.
Yeah?
Because, I don't know, my dad never got a Harley. So...
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'll get on that in a minute.
He was mad because he gave a bunch of money to church. And then
he didn't get a Harley.
He didn't get a Harley, and then one time he saw Greg Laurie riding off with a Harley. And he's like, well, what about me? I was like, I don't know, this guy, like, writes books and does something with his life.
Yeah. So that was what I was gonna bring up, was, like, he was like, we were gonna go to Harvest Festival.
Yes.
And Harvest Festival is,
Greg Laurie.
it's a propaganda, fest.
Yeah.
Where they get a bunch of...
Non-believers.
Well, they get a bunch of banging-ass freaking music.
Yeah, they got Skillet, which I wasn't expecting, and I was like, oh.
Yeah, they're Christian.
Yeah, they're cool.
They have a song called The Resistance that makes me really uncomfortable. You can pull up the lyrics after this is done.
Okay.
But frickin' Harvest Festival, Greg Laurie. Your dad was like, oh yeah, that's Greg Laurie, right? I was like, yeah. And he says, he drives a Harley. How does he get all the money for that Harley? I was like, frickin'...
By working?
He sells books. He produces movies and stuff. He's a businessman.
Yeah.
Now, Greg Laurie's a frickin' idiot.
Yeah.
I don't like anything that man's pushed.
What he be doing to work?
But
He's doing more than sitting on the couch
be on that
yelling
Jesus
at his
grind.
children. Yeah, he on the Jesus grind.
So
He spends at least an hour a day talking in front of people.
At frickin' least.
Yeah. It's more than my dad would do.
Whoa! I one-shot everybody in this room.
That was cool as fuck.
That was frickin' awesome. There was something else. It's like, oh yeah, also frickin', I think it's hysterical that it's like, that's what defines success. Is like, oh, this guy got a Harley. It's like, okay. Somebody's attacking from somewhere.
I always thought it was hilarious because it was like my mom would just say whatever my dad said.
Yeah.
But once cause like I had her go with me for a while. Oh.
I got frick! God!
Yaya shoes. You said, oh, what the fuck?
That's a really cute giraffe, though.
It's bug-eyed. was I gonna say?
You were talking about your mom and how she hasn't had an original thought since 1982.
Yeah. Oh, it was like after her surgery and I stopped going to church because we had a blowout and she dropped me off at church. Like, whatever, it was a big thing. So, I stopped going.
Uh-huh.
And she was like, you don't believe in God anymore?
You never did. What do you mean?
Yeah. All of a sudden, she was super like, I believe. And I was like, in what?
She's always said that, though. You never had that conversation with her about faith?
Mm-mm.
She's always claimed to have faith.
My asshole.
Okay.
Because she would always be like, yeah, it's not fair because you give the money and then you don't get anything out of it. And I was like, that's the whole reason for giving is supposed to be out of the goodness of your heart and not expecting anything. And this came back when is that supposed to be his wife?
I guess.
Mrs. Noah?
Real quick, I want to say this before you continue on. I hate that they're freaking white. They weren't white. They're not white. They weren't white.
We know.
Jesus wasn't just freaking black. He was like bronzed black. He was from freaking Nazareth.
Golden man.
It's like around Egypt. No white people lived around there. You got Greece and it's the closest you can freaking get. Even those people are freaking brown. He was also freaking buff too. Nobody ever talks about that.
How hot Jesus probably was.
Jesus was
he was
freaking
a carpenter.
dark and buff.
He's beautiful.
But everybody wanted to make him look like freaking Obi-Wan.
Okay, but Obi-Wan's cute. Hello there.
Anyway, go ahead.
What was the last thing I said?
You were talking about your dumbass mom and how she believes in God. She believes in God. Shit, lock me in the room.
Oh.
Bitches.
So she was every time she like bought a homeless person McDonald's or whatever.
What a gift.
Yeah. She was like, yep, see? Because if I was ever in that situation, I would want help. And I was like, thank you for telling me that you're just an asshole.
You're doing it for clout.
Yeah. And then, when she had to quit work because she had to, stay at home because of the hospital thing.
Which you have not mentioned at this point, but at one point your mother was in the hospital.
It wasn't serious. She's just an idiot and didn't go to the hospital.
Oh no, that was freaking serious.
No, it wasn't.
That was life and death.
Fuck her. All right?
Hey, it's not a valuable life, but it was still life and death.
Okay, let me explain, all right? She had pain in her ear for like a year and a half, and I kept saying, go to the doctor. This is why you pay for fucking insurance. And she was like, no, it's fine. Turned out to be a non-cancerous tumor that exploded because she got mad while driving.
This is a hard level, but I'm
is.
having so much fun. This is gonna be the one-off. It's this. You don't want to stick around? Don't.
Anyway.
God loves you, or some shit.
Anyway. Her anger issues came to bite her in the ass. And,
no, her lack of self-control.
Well, that too, and not listening to anybody. So, the people at her work banded together and raised some money. It was like $1,500 that she then promptly wasted on stupid shit instead of saving it for bills.
What?
She went and put it all on her credit cards, and then we went to the zoo.
Oh.
Instead of hanging on to it
I
for, I don't know, fucking groceries, because it was all cash.
I didn't know about that.
No, you didn't know about that?
No.
Yeah, that happened immediately.
Oh,
that was right after I got back to working there because we needed some income.
Yeah, was that when I... Oh, I wasn't living with you yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
He was like right there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I don't remember.
It was like a month away from you living with us.
I love my wife.
But anyway, she was like, oh my god. Oh, and in her brain, that money was a result of her giving many homeless people McDonald's. So, even while we were struggling to pay bills, she was buying homeless people more McDonald's. She would waste gas to make U-turns and go and find specific homeless people that she'd seen.
She
And
could
while
keep
this
building up
sounds sweet,
social credit with them.
yeah, she wanted to get the God coins.
She wanted to get good boy coins, as they call them at the Game Grumps office. Was that all there was in here? Was this just goodies?
Guess so.
Sucks.
So anyway, That's the shit I hate about when the church is like, you gotta give.
Because it teaches stupid people that you can...
Cheat the system.
Integrity.
Yeah. Well, it's like, oh, that person's nice because they donated money. Fuck you, Jeff. I know how much money you make. And all the abusive conditions you have your Amazon workers in. You're not nice.
And then there's the factor of if you're a weird sex pervert that goes to church.
Oh, right. Yeah, that was the best one.
We told that story like 3 times.
I'm still mad about it.
I'm not mad about it. I'm ecstatic to know that that was like... That you were reading this, like, something that I couldn't quite see. You were reading the truth when I was blind. Fudge, at least I saved.
It was that glint in his eye.
I didn't see a glint. I saw focus. I saw tension.
I felt hunted. When he said, we've been watching you guys for a while, I was like...
That meant something completely different to me because like I was extremely paranoid at the time.
Yeah, so you thought he was a murderer, but he was a sex pervert.
I was just like, you trying to eat my wife?
Well, he's trying to eat my ass.
You were not my wife at the time, but...
No, but everyone thought so, which was sweet.
Yeah, so I just was like, whatever, I'll marry the bitch.
Anyway, I have, the Resistance.
Oh, a little goat!
Bah.
You scared me, I'm sorry.
Bah.
Kill the giraffe.
Freaking damn it, I was trying to get out of the room.
Fucking idiot. I have The Resistance by Skillet
By
here.
Skillet. I think it's the bridge, so go right in front of the chorus.
There's not really a...
It's not laid out?
No.
Let me see. Don't keep this near the microphone. Oh, shit! Yeah, so I think it starts at This Is How We Rise Up.
Okay. This is how we rise up, heavy as a hurricane, louder than a freight train. This is how we rise up. Heart is beating faster, feels like thunder. Magic, static, call me a fanatic. This is our world, they can never have it. This is how we rise up, it's our resistance, you can't resist us. Are you listening?
No, that was the chorus.
Okay.
So that worries me because they are a Christian band, like, and a lot of Christian people. Is that an NFT? Anyway. Oh, they already spawned in. Oh, sick. Now I'm gonna go in this room and fight them. Oh, they didn't. When did they spawn in? Shit.
Whip out your dick.
Okay. Okay, so I'm still doing this shit.
They can take my heart, they can take my breath, when they pry it from my cold, dead chest.
Mm-hmm. That was the chick, by the way. The chick sings that.
The first part of it says, I am a nation, I am a million faces formed together, made for elevation. I am a soldier, I won't surrender. This is worrying after that book I've been reading.
Yeah, well, yeah, I guess it's the whole thing. I remember it being just one part, but this whole thing is, like, really weird because American Christians are, like, really freaking militant. And this is not a new song. I'm not saying, like, this is a problem.
No, this is the standard.
This is just, like, this is what I'm...
Skillet was one of those, like, harder ones.
Yeah.
They were more than just
Bah.
Christian rock. They had a little tiny bit of metal in it. A little bit of gold.
They had a little metal.
Yeah. A little tin.
Ah, frick, this is hard. This room is hard.
This giraffe's an asshole.
This giraffe teamed up with this freaking gazelle to make me look like an asshole. There was another Christian band called Red. I don't know what they, were about or what they became, but I know that they went to a Harvest Festival as well. And you were listening to them. Open the door! You were like, this is alright. Freaking asshole! I farted twice.
I remember they were sunning on fucking celebrities that had killed themselves.
Oh yeah, that was that too.
They were like, yeah, you got people, they get all this wealth and they still kill themselves, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
I think that was like somebody that Greg Laurie was talking to. I also remember they got Mel Gibson.
What?
Mel Gibson came down and he talked.
I don't remember that.
Yeah. It was before you went. It was
okay, I was like, no fucking way.
Balls.
Let's get this alcoholic up here. And
Well, it's because he did Passion of the Christ, right?
oh,
He
I
did
know
this
that movie fucking slaps.
but freaking that doesn't mean anything. But hey, it's enough. It got butts and seats.
You know what got butts in seats?
What?
That shitty Christian movie that your dad took you, me, and your grandma to watch.
Yeah, I was trying to think of that earlier when you asked me about
Shitty movies.
shit like faith-based movies. I think it was like The Persecution or something like that.
He was
that
a
movie
Catholic!
that movie was freaking awful.
They were like, yeah, Christianity. He was a fucking Catholic priest. Everything in that movie had Christian symbolism. He had a fucking rosary.
Wait, what?
Or Catholic symbolism.
Shit.
But we never talked about God's Not Dead 2.
Oh, I don't know anything about it.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why we never talked about it.
Fuck, alright. Well,
Oh man, this whole time I've been using the... I was using the regular shotgun the whole time.
Fucking loser. I'm gonna look it up.
That's why that took so frickin' long. The premise for God's Not Dead 2?
God's Not Dead 2. Where can I
Okay.
watch it?
Where
I
indeed?
have to pay for it? Fuck you.
Yes.
10% on Rotten Tomatoes. Excellent.
Why would that shit be free, yo? Oh shit, I don't know where the yellow key is.
They got Melissa Joan Hart.
Who the hell's Melissa Joan Hart?
She used to be, I forgot.
Okay.
Let me see. Where's the Wikipedia? Okay. Okay. Where is it? Let's read the plot. Alright? AP history teacher,
Whoa!
Grace, a devout evangelical Christian, notices that one of her students, Brooke, Jesus fucking Christ,
Brooke.
is withdrawn following the recent accidental death of her brother. Yeah, I'd be kind of withdrawn too, you dumb bitch.
This is bothering me. Be Jesus now.
Yeah, a little involved in little more than her studies, Brooke notices Grace's hope-filled attitude and asks where Grace finds her optimism. She says Jesus, and Brooke begins to read the Bible for herself. As Grace talks about Gandhi and Martin Luther King, Brooke asks whether their peaceful teachings relate to the biblical account of the Sermon on the Mount.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. She relates some of the scripture to the teachings. A student texts his parents about this. And then there's backlash.
Why is it that all these Christian movies are like, look at how persecuted we are? Look at how hard everybody hates us.
Well, they don't have real life examples, so they have to make these movies so that people have something to get mad about.
Well, that's a freaking easy way to get people to hate you. Is if you're like, everybody hates me.
You have violated separation of church and state.
What?
I don't know. Grace's case draws the attention of Tom Endler, a defense attorney who's willing to aid her despite being an unbeliever himself.
Okay.
Alright.
But then he hears her sound logic of, you gotta believe.
Former left-wing blogger Amy Ryan goes to the hospital and finds out that her cancer has miraculously vanished.
And so she goes right way?
Yeah. She later makes a blog. She later turns her blog into a diary about her adventures with God. Anyway, back to the school board.
Hold on, is that like a B plot?
Yeah.
That's amazing. These
They're gonna
camels.
strip
But
her
hold on.
teaching license.
Listen to this freaking camel.
They're gonna strip her teaching license unless she issues an apology, and then the prosecutor says that this lawsuit will prove once and for all that God is dead. Too.
Whoa!
No, but his opening argument suggests blah blah blah. The United States will crumble.
What? Hold on. What? Say that again?
His opening argument suggests that the society of the United States will crumble should Grace fail to be found guilty.
Huh. That sounds, hyperbolic? What's the word I'm looking for?
I don't fucking know, but they got J. Warner Wallace.
I don't know who the hell that is.
Christian apologist.
Okay. I don't know what that means. I'm sorry, I'm Christian.
I don't know. Brooke shows up. She's a witness.
Brooke?
Oh, God.
What?
She's tricked into saying that Grace, who initiated the first conversation about Jesus.
Is secretly a demon.
Blah, blah, blah. The jury loves grace.
Oh, are you freaking for real?
The Newsboys sing their song Guilty, dedicating it to Grace, standing up to court. Wouldn't it be not guilty? I don't know. Oh god. At one point, a character delivers an explanation of what Martin Luther King meant in his famous letter from the Birmingham jail, in which he does to the African American...
Did I happen to pick up the yellow key?
What did this say? A character delivers an explanation of what Martin Luther King meant in his famous letter from the Birmingham jail, which he does to the African American principal of the school. No, you don't get it, black man.
Okay.
Anyway, Grace won. In a post-credit scene, a fully recovered David is arrested by the police for failing to turn in his sermons to the government, shown earlier in the film.
Wait, what?
Who the fuck is this?
Who got arrested by the police for not turning in a sermon?
Who's David? I skipped over that because it was boring. Where the fuck is it?
Hold on. Did you just tell me that a guy got arrested for being a Jesus?
Yeah, where the fuck? Michael Tate. I'm looking for David. Hold on.
Just control F David, no?
No. Martin visits David in the hospital with his friend Jude and announces that he feels his call as a pastor in China. But who the fuck is David?
Does it not explain who David is?
No.
What a freaking asshole.
Hold on. Let me find in page. Sorry guys, I want to know who the fuck David is. I don't understand.
I want to find out nothing was recorded.
Oh. Okay. Somebody visits David to ask him questions about God. And then that's it? Nothing. What?
Oh, so he's just like he just shows up?
Yeah, it just says Martin visits David in the hospital. So I don't know what the fuck happened to him. He probably got hit by a car.
Okay.
Because that's the theming.
That's just the thing to do in this series.
Yeah, but what are the sequels? There's a third film called God's Not Dead, A Light in Darkness.
Wow, that's really intense.
And last year was something called God's Not Dead, We the People.
Is this like The Purge?
Yes. Yes.
Oh! This game really likes to just spawn enemies in. No.
I love the memes that are coming out right now. I mean, it's not new, but there's been a surge of like, oh man, that we're the Evil Within 2, and it's like favorite movie lines or whatever.
Oh yeah,
but it's not.
I put that on our Twitter.
Yeah. But I've been seeing a lot of those in general.
My favorite of all of them has been hold on. Okay, my favorite of all of them has been there was a. Well, I forgot.
By the time of Noah, how did God feel about having created a man?
Grieved.
I thought God never did anything wrong. He had no regrets.
Well, they never said that.
What secret is revealed? This is a bunch of bullshit?
No, this is a secret room. Also, what could this possibly be? Is that the BFG? Is this the frickin' BFG?
The heart of Jesus?
God Jesus!
Look at all those sticks.
Can we talk about God Jesus real quick? 'Cause
Yeah.
We've never brought it up.
I tried really hard for like a week to find him for you. This is a Christmas present or something.
It's like a Chinese toy.
Birthday present, and I couldn't find that motherfucker.
I want to see what this does.
Look at him.
Here's God Jesus, yeah. Oh man, this episode's gonna suck to edit.
He's the best.
It's just, I found it in a Joel stream. Yeah, it's the BFG. I found it in a Joel stream. He just goes, God Jesus! And so that's why we say Jesus the way we do.
Yeah.
Because we love Joel so much.
With that, I need the shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so there was this huge break, but it was mostly consisted of me just silently playing Doom.
Ah! Oh my god. It's him.
I don't know what this enemy is. Oh, it's a cacodemon.
Fuck yeah! A clucker demon.
I farted after we high-fived. Lost Souls are chickens too, so it's kind of disappointing that they didn't have the creativity to just...
What do you expect? It's Noah's fucking Ark.
Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe the freaking... Maybe it could have been a dove. Oh, maybe that is what it is. Whatever. I don't know. It's lame. Alright, now before you left,
Yeah.
you were talking about the plot to God's Not Starved 2 or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Uh,
Matt and Ryan of Super Mega tell it better.
do they? Oh, they do talk about it, don't they?
Yeah, on their podcast.
Oh, they saw it, didn't they?
They did. They went to the theater, and I think... Didn't they describe, like, going to the bathroom at different points and just kind of, like, staring in the mirror and being like, oh my god, it's not over.
That might have been Medea.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. They still suffered through God's Not Dead too.
I remember them doing that. You remember their movie review series?
The 2 episodes?
2?
Oh, was it just 1?
What was the second one?
Oh, I don't know actually.
Oh.
It was very short-lived.
Well, they talked about making a movie review series forever. And then when they finally did it, the only episode they did was, oh shit, I'm out of shotgun rounds. The only episode they did was 2017 Halloween. Which, that movie was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Sequel sucked.
Mm-hmm.
But there will always be...
was really bad.
There will always be the 2017 version.
Yeah, and that shit rocked.
And that shit rocked my socks off.
Obviously, the original Halloween movie is the best, but whatever. The original Halloween fucking slaps.
No, yeah. Oh, glad I saved. Yeah, never mind. For a second, I thought you were saying Friday the 13th, and I don't remember how I felt about Friday the 13th.
I enjoyed it. I've only watched it once.
Okay.
I went through a binge, 2 years ago? 3 years ago?
Yeah, you watched all the classic horror movies, yeah?
Yeah, as many as I could find at the time. That was fun.
And you had fun doing it.
I had a lot of fun. Amityville is stupid as
Ah!
fuck. Oh.
I should probably switch to the,
Amityville makes me angry.
The one with Ryan Reynolds?
No, I didn't watch that one. I watched the
Oh.
I keep meaning to watch the Ryan Reynolds one, though.
That movie's been remade so many freaking
It's
times.
bad. I can't imagine how they got Ryan Reynolds, the comedy genius, to be in an Amityville remake and try and sell that to me.
Well, remember, that was like 10 years ago. He wasn't a comedy man back then.
But he always had that flavor.
He was like quippy and stuff, and he was my favorite character from Blade Trinity.
Yeah, he's the fucking best in Blade Trinity.
What was that? What was that line that I couldn't stop saying?
You'll be able to look it up.
No, because we're already this deep in the recording, so it's like it's better that I don't give myself work. Like in the middle of this shit, I'm already gonna have to put like a cat meowing or something.
Mhm.
I don't want to have to sit there. Like this is already gonna take forever.
I'm
to
gonna
render.
look it up then, because this shit's funny.
Okay. You could probably just look up his character on IMDb and it'll have like quotes.
No, I'm gonna look up on YouTube. Blade Trinity.
I should have saved a little closer.
Ryan Reynolds quotes.
Well, I mean...
That's hard because there's like 2-3 minutes worth of it.
It's good. Yeah, it's gonna pollute our audio if you just play a freaking YouTube video in the middle of our YouTube video.
Okay, fine.
Dumbass. Huh?
Shut up!
What? Dude! Real quick, I just want to say, I tried to play Daikatana earlier. Shit sucks. It's just a bad game. It's not fun.
Oh, I was like, why is this blurry? Because I took off my glasses.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, the distance from your phone to your face?
It was hard. Yeah.
That's weird. God, why were you trying to, like, do airsoft like that?
I don't know. Okay.
It's my wife. She's a freaking yutz.
Somebody told let me see. There it was. It was, somebody told him, enough, it's not funny anymore. He said, no, it's not, you horse-humping bitch. But it will be a few seconds from now. See that tickle you're feeling in the back of your throat right now? And then they start coughing?
Yeah.
That's atomized colloidal silver. It's being pumped through the building's air conditioning system. You cock-juggling thunder cunt.
That was it. I know that wasn't in the script. I'm putting Zippo outside, she's crying.
How dare you?
She needs to take a shit.
Yeah, I did, and now she did.
Chris from Oni Plays, he makes a point that I think is kind of silly, but I also sort of agree with it. Oh yeah, she went outside. Hey guys, it's Kiki's Gone
I
Corner.
want her to move faster.
Stupid bitch.
Go on.
Chris from Oni Plays made a solid point that I think is funnier than I think it is true. Where's the frickin' giraffe? Where was he? Anyway, he was like, I think it's kind of immoral for dogs to exist now because they can't have a good life outside of us. Not really. Like, I think that's a funny observation, but, like, while a dog does have the capacity to enjoy something or not enjoy it, I think that within, like, a week of, like, after they figure out, it's like, okay, so I'm just gonna eat rats for a while, they'll be fine.
Yeah. On the other hand, bunnies that are domesticated should never be released into the wild because they won't know what the fuck to do.
Yeah, I think often about that video of that really stupid chick. It's a picture.
Grabbing that tortoise.
She grabs this freaking tortoise and is just like, here, little guy, back to the wild.
Rounds his ass.
What? Why? If you don't know what you're doing, don't freaking fondle wild animals.
I tried to help a bee one time get out of the rain.
Balls.
Or the heat? I don't remember.
Oh, was I there?
No?
You gave him sugar water?
No, if I had sugar, I would have.
If you still carried sugar on your person.
I'm thinking of keeping it in like a little witch bottle.
Sugar water?
No, sugar. And then I can mix it with water because it's usually available.
Just to save the bees?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just give them a little treat.
Mm-hmm.
Little pick-me-up.
Mm-hmm.
That's sweet. Bees are cool.
Oh, God.
Hey, I was watching Super Game and Chill a while ago.
The ducks on the wall.
And it was their episode of Fable. It was a one-off. They did a Fable that frickin' at one point. God bless him. Yo, Shaded Rob, if you listening, big love, but like this shit cracked me up. He has a bunch of I don't remember her name. I never remember her name. The only frickin' character I remember from. Oh my god, this is the longest level ever and we finally beat it. No! That was frickin' cheap. Anyway, he simped over the bee chick and I thought it was funny. Holy moly. I missed. We have to go back and do it again.
No. No.
What?
Why?
Hold on. Yeah.
This is equivalent to Silver going, great!
Great, great, great! But this was from the 90s, so that's acceptable.
Yeah.
What's that bee chick's name? From... anyway, the point I was bringing up was, what's with all the sexualized bees?
What?
Sexualized bees.
I'm gonna get your dog.
Okay.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
You can look it up. It's a Darkstalkers character. Wow, there's a lot of enemies in this level. Dude. This game is just not ending.
Yeah, I was expecting it to wrap up by now.
I didn't think it would go on for this long. Should we just, like, save the rest of this for Christmas or something?
For Christmas?
Yeah? Alright, that's what we're gonna do.
Alright. God, Jesus!
Jesus.
Alright, bye kids.
Alright, bye.
Happy fuck you.